The Falcons kind of suck. So let's go ahead and try to fix that. Today I'm going to be doing a rebuild of the Atlanta Falcons. I asked on YouTube in like the little community poll kind of thing, if I were to record a rebuild, which team would you want me to do? The Falcons won, so here we are recording a Falcons rebuild. Also, I just want to talk about something very quickly. So, Madden 23 comes out in a couple months. I think it's a good time then to bring Madden back to the channel and make it so this is once again a full Madden channel. Now, what does that mean for my Minecraft stuff? That's going to move to the second channel. So if you've been watching my hardcore Minecraft world, go subscribe to my second channel. And on that channel, I'm actually going to be making a brand new hardcore world and calling it Season 2. I'll probably make like a community post talking about this as well, but I just wanted to point it out in a video. So let's go ahead and start talking about the Atlanta Falcons roster. Now, they have some really good players actually, and some like, you know, fun building pieces. Like for example, we got Kyle Pitts here, 86 overall, still considered a rookie here in this game. I'm pretty sure he still has X Factor as well. He's ridiculous. And of course, we have some new rookies who were just drafted. Desmond Ridder at the quarterback position, 70 overall for him. We have Drake London. I went ahead and gave him star dev because, you know, Madden rosters, you still can't like change the development of players that you add. So they all have normal. All the rookies have normal. That also means all the rookies in this franchise who aren't like, you know, normal rookies in the game like Kyle Pitts class, all the 2022 rookies have normal dev. And there's not much I can do about that. I could go through and change them all, but that's just a lot. That would take me a very long time. So I'm just going to worry about the teams I'm rebuilding. So Drake London, star dev for him. I think that's fair. I feel like you could probably argue superstar because I think he was the first receiver taken, right? But I don't believe by many he was considered the top receiver, so I think star is fair there, at least more than normal for sure, and star I think is pretty fitting. We have a couple other good pieces on this offense. Calvin Ridley, who is not going to be playing this year, but he is a good receiver, and hopefully he can come back one day and be just as good as he was when he left. I'm pretty sure he was having like mental health problems throughout the season as well, and then now he's suspended, so I don't know what's going to happen with Calvin Ridley, but you know, hopefully he's well and he can come back and be a good player once again. Brian Edwards, a player I had no idea who was on the Falcons. I feel like I worded that really weird, but what I was trying to say is I had no idea he was on the Falcons. I did not know he changed teams. But yeah, he's chilling here at the number 2 receiver position. Not bad. I think I might move Drake London up to the number 2, and then he'll also play the slot. The offensive line isn't that bad. Chris Lindstrom, pretty good. Jake Matthews is solid. Matt Hennessy has star dev. So not a terrible unit. And then Kyle Pitts, we already talked about him earlier. Very good. The best pass catcher right now on the team at an 86 overall, just barely beating out Calvin Ridley. Also, this is a fantasy rebuild, so I'm going to just let Ridley play this season. If it was realistic, I'd probably sit him, but considering we are allowing anything to happen in a fantasy rebuild, I'm going to let Calvin Ridley play. Cordero Patterson had a really good season last year, but he'll probably regress real bad. Don't know how long he's going to be on the team. I'll at least keep him for this year. I don't know if he'll be the starter. Maybe I'll trade for a different running back, but you know, Patterson is definitely pretty valuable to this team. And my cat jumped on my desk. What are you doing? They absolutely love being on my desk and rubbing against the microphone. Normally, it's not an issue, but if I'm recording a video, you can't be doing that. On the defense, though, AJ Tyrell was very good last year. 87 overall for him. I would argue he should have superstar dev, but he was tremendous this last year. Casey Hayward, a new corner on this team, 90 overall for him. Of course, then you got Grady Jarrett. You got Deion Jones. Rashawn Evans joins the team over here. A couple rookies as well. I think it's Ebikidi. I feel like it's how you pronounce his name. I could be completely wrong. But an edge player out of Penn State. Don't know how well he'll develop, but it'd be cool if he can. I'm probably going to have him starting. Probably going to have Malone starting as well because he's another rookie. I'd rather have them starting over Lorenzo Carter, I think. Carter's still only 25, but that's pretty old in Madden, sadly. So yeah, you know, the Falcons have some pretty good pieces. Not a great team overall, but definitely some potential with a lot of these guys. And now, I mentioned it before, but it's fantasy style. So let's go ahead and make a whole bunch of trades. Well, maybe not a whole bunch, but I do want to get some players off this team. I would like to get a couple more draft picks. And we're gonna get this show on the road. Yeah, that should not be possible, but Caleb McGarry is going to the Bengals straight up for Jonah Williams. This makes actually no sense. But yeah, he's going to play right tackle. This next trade here, going to be a pair of linebackers, Lorenzo Carter and Nick Witkowski, along with a second-round draft pick going to the Jets for one of their firsts, and John Franklin Myers. We just got rid of a second-round draft pick, so let's go ahead and grab one back again. Marcus Mariota, Mike Davis going to the Texans for their second. One last trade here. We're giving the Titans Damian Williams, Jermaine Ifedi, and Auden Tate for their first-round draft pick. Here's a look at the team then before the first season. I think we look a little better. Got Jonah Williams now on the offensive line. He's a pretty big upgrade. He's also going to develop really well here for us. And once again, Drake London is going to be the number 2 receiver. Okay, got to make sure the whole depth chart is correct as well. But here's a look at the offense. Over on the defensive side here, we have a new safety duo. I kind of just cut the starting 2 safeties because I didn't want them on the team at all. They had no trade value either because they're both pretty old. So they're just, you know, off the team. But John Franklin Myers is going to slide in very well here at defensive end. And I think he's the only addition to the defense. So it's not a terrible looking group. We probably won't play well this season, but hopefully we can get some, you know, good stats and stuff out of these younger guys and the rookies and whatnot. One more thing I want to say. I'm using just some random roster I found on like the file share section of Madden, right? And it wasn't completely updated, so I had to make a couple moves. For example, Witkowski Tart, you know, is now on the Eagles. He wasn't on this original roster. Larry Ogunjobi, I think, just signed to the Steelers. Another player I had to move. I had to retire a bunch of players. I just made them all kickers. That's kind of the best way to retire them because they'll just stay in free agency forever. So I just wanted to say that because if anything is really wrong with this roster, please let me know because I probably won't notice it. So if you notice like a completely incorrect player or some very wrong colleges, I don't know if I'll change all the colleges if they're incorrect because that's not that big of a deal. But if you see like a really incorrect player or someone who really shouldn't be here, let me know and I'll try to change it for the next rebuild. We can now go ahead and get some scouts. This is going to be very important. These are the scouts I'm going to go with. We have a tier 3 safety scout, a tier 2 running back scout, and then we have a cornerback, outside linebacker, and a running back tier 1 scouts. I'm kind of doubling up on the running backs. That's probably not super effective anymore because they did change how scouting works, I think, like how much of the players get scouted, which was a very needed update. So let me actually just grab another tier 1 scout. Let's go left end, right end. You can never go wrong with that. So now we should be good to go for this season. So let's start advancing by. And honestly, I hope we lose a lot, but I hope the players do well. All right, we got something for Jonah Williams here. Gotta love that. Let's go pass blocking. Pass block power, I guess, whatever. That's fine. I usually just do random stuff for these anyway. It's just, you know, to improve the player, so I don't think it matters too much, the specifics. Oh, Marlon Davidson has a camp standout thing, so let's go ahead and get his block shedding up. Yeah, so this was not expected. We're 5-1. I don't get it, but okay, we're in second place. I'll take that. I also kind of goofed when it came to scouting. I forgot to change the position, so they're actually all scouting receivers, which is cool. But you know what, we'll make it work. It's okay. This class is actually pretty weak at free safety, as you can see down there, but the strong safeties aren't that bad, and so I'll have our national scout do that. I am very upset that I forgot to change the rest of them. I guess I just simulated by the week without realizing. That's completely on me. I'm an idiot, but well, you know, we're getting back into the swing of things. Let's now quickly check out who has to come back to the team, and thankfully, there's like no one who I want, so that's amazing. Yeah, we're in the playoffs. Exactly what I expected to happen this first season, going 12-5. The Buccaneers and Saints both finished 11-6, and the Panthers were 9-8. This was a really good division all around. Let's go ahead and check out these statistics. How did the quarterback do? 4,300 yards, 27 touchdowns, 9 picks. Really good rookie season. I will take that. Patterson was very solid. 4 fumbles isn't great, but 9 touchdowns, 1,249 yards, very good. Calvin Ridley was incredible. So was Drake London. As a rookie, he completely balled out. Kyle Pitts, only 4 touchdowns, only 486 yards. He needs to get more involved somehow. Bryan Edwards, not doing too much either, but Kyle Pitts getting 52 catches. That's not right. I feel like he should be getting way more than that, like double, honestly. Sacks allowed, not many. Offensive line going crazy. Defensively, 115 tackles for Deion Jones with 6 interceptions. He had a great season. 17 tackles for loss for Grady Jarrett. 9.5 sacks for the rookie edge player, Ebikidi. I'm going to kind of keep saying that. I hope that's correct. 7.5 sacks for Grady Jarrett, 6.5 for Malone. 6 picks for Deion Jones. We saw that a little bit ago. Isaiah Oliver, Casey Hayward, and Jalen Hawkins all had 3. Richie Grant had 2. Rashawn Evans and AJ Tyrell had 1. The defense actually seemed really good this year. We were 12th on offense and 5th on defense. I will take that. MVP is Patrick Mahomes. Anybody, though, from the Falcons? We have Desmond Ridder at number 10. There is a rookie above him, though, in Justin Fields. in the NFC, which is pretty upsetting because then Ritter's probably not going to win Rookie of the Year. NFC Offensive Player of the Year is Christian McCaffrey. Desmond Ridder at number 7. Justin Fields at number 5, though. That really sucks. Defensive Player of the Year goes to J.J. Watt. Deion Jones at number 3. Offensive Rookie of the Year does go to Justin Fields. Desmond Ridder right behind him. Drake London at number 4. Man, that really sucks. Would have loved to have Ridder win, but maybe he can still go up in dev trait. Defensive Rookie of the Year, Micah Parsons. But Ebiketie at number 3. D'Angelo Malone at number 5 as well. I'll take that. But let's see if we can win a playoff game, man. Really don't have much optimism for this game, but let's simulate by can we take down the Saints. We beat them the week previous, and we're going to beat them in the playoffs. Now we have to go up against the Minnesota Vikings. Let's simulate once more. Can we go to the conference championship? We can, and we have to take on the Dallas Cowboys. Oh, God. We might actually go to the Super Bowl in the first season with the Falcons. We did not go to the Super Bowl. No, we're going to lose. Cowboys-Jags in the Super Bowl. Okay, these rosters, I guess, are changing a lot of things. I feel like I never saw the Jags in the Super Bowl. Let's advance by this one real quick. Let's see who's going to win. The Jags, 27-17. Guess they just needed to give Trevor Lawrence some weapons and some more help. I don't know. But who is going to go up in development trait? Please tell me Ridder is up to star. He is not up in dev trait. Calvin Ridley went up, though. That really sucks that Desmond Ridder didn't go up. He is going to be like a 78. He has a bunch of morale right now. So I think he's actually chilling at a 75. So, I mean, he definitely played well enough to warrant another season starting. But if he doesn't perform well next year, we might have to replace him. I don't really know just yet. Drake London, I wish he would have went up too. On the defense, though, we have Ebiketie up to star. I will take that. I want to say Grady Jarrett had superstar, right? No way he had star. No, he did go up to superstar. So Grady Jarrett really only had star. That's kind of wild. I don't think anyone else on the defense is up in dev trait here, but, you know, the team's looking pretty solid for the future. I will take that. We made it pretty deep in the playoffs. We have a bunch of first-round draft picks. It's not that bad. So let's go to the Resign Players stage, see who we have to bring back, if anyone at all. I mean, there was no one at the midseason point, so I kind of doubt there'll be anybody here. The top player is still Mike Pennell. Okay, so I'm not completely worried about that. Let's hop into free agency then and see if we can bring in some studs to make this team even better. But, I mean, I'm probably going to improve the roster, and the record will get worse. I'm sure that's what's going to happen. We have $52.08 million to spend, and the top free agent is Odell Beckham Jr., J.C. Treader, Jack Fox. Okay, so not a great group of free agents. I don't actually think I want any of these guys. They're all pretty old. They're not going to really be on the team for a while. So let's just hop right into the draft after I do all the scouting stuff. Actually, before the draft, we got some fifth-year options. So Jonah Williams. Definitely want to grant his fifth-year option. He's a great player. Let's keep him around. Also, it's great to see that with the scouting, it's still kind of broken. And I'll explain that in a second. Hold on. Another fifth-year option, Chris Lindstrom. I don't think I'm going to take it. Actually, yeah, I will. He's solid, too. Let's definitely do that. But yeah, scouting's still a little busted. When you set, like, your focus players and your private workouts and stuff like that, it doesn't always work still. So love that. It still seems like you have to go to, like, the favorites tab to do it. I didn't do this. Like, I didn't go to the favorites tab the first time because I kind of just wanted to see if it was still busted. And it for sure still is. And you still lose connection after, like, every season. Dude, how are these things not fixed yet? I'm pretty sure the connection problem has literally been a thing since this game came out. Oh, yeah, and I definitely meant to load into Ultimate Team. Let's go. Look at my 72 overall team. Yo, I got a pro fantasy pack. Let's open it. Oh, God, what a pack. Let's go. We're making moves in Ultimate Team right now. 80 overall. Yeah. Wow. These are some great packs. Oh, I got a Pizza Hut Stadium pack. Okay, I'm done opening packs, okay? I don't actually want to open this. Cool. Don't care about the Campus Heroes or the Superstar. Oh, my God, I don't care. Now that that's out of the way, let's start the NFL draft. There's a couple guys who I really want to take, and we have pick number 11. I might have to trade up for one of them. But I don't think I have him fully scouted because I sort of messed up a little with this year, it seems like. Julius Bigsby. B press, B zone. I want to know that man coverage, dude. Only solid speed and solid strength. He's probably a really good corner, but I just don't think I want to take him just in case he's not that good. The first guy I want is Emmanuel Claxton. This guy looks incredible. Just straight up so good. Round 1 projection. So he might go before pick 11. Let me see if I can trade up to like pick 5. All right, so Kendall Sheffield, pick number 11 and a 5th next year, will allow me to move up to pick number 5. This safety should still be available at pick number 5. So let's hop over there and select an incredibly good player. He's supposed to be a top 5 player, so certainly worth the selection. This outside linebacker also looked kind of good, but he's 95% scouted. Love that. Let's go ahead and select my man, Emmanuel Claxton, 5'9" phenom out of Colorado. Hidden dev trait, exactly what I wanted. We know his overall is high. That was a very good pick, even though we had to trade up to do it. That was fantastic. I'm going to simulate straight to pick number 18 then. Might miss out on a couple players, but I really don't have much trade value on this team at the moment, so I can't really trade up. Who was all my favorites? So I have another strong safety. I mean, he could potentially play free safety. Cortez Virgil is here as well. He actually looks like a pretty good defensive tackle. A, power move, B, block shed, B, finesse moves. Elite speed, great strength. That looks like a really good player. Hidden dev trait as well. 90 strength, 84 acceleration, 78 speed. Looking like a beast. He'll play somewhere on the D-line. And I pick number 29 here in the first round. Oh, Jaleel Barrow just went. I kind of wanted to take him. I might take this strong safety and then just shuffle my safeties around. Have one play free, one play strong, and then we just have a really good safety duo. I think that's actually a very good option, so let's take him. Only normal dev, but he's somewhere in the 70s, so I'm sure he's a solid player. I would like to try to get a pass rusher here, but I just don't know if I'm going to be able to get a good one. This guy has A, power moves, Dwayne Peppers, but he only has decent strength and good speed. I don't think he's going to be that good, man. And he's also not like, you know, the pass rusher I'm looking for here. Kind of looking for more of an edge rusher. So I don't really think it's going to be either of those guys there. Yeah, I definitely messed up with this draft. I still don't know much at all about these players, but Braxton Walker has a really good combine. Great speed, elite acceleration. The sad thing is I don't know anything about his pass rushing ability. Actually, he has C power moves. I don't know his block shed, though. I kind of want to take a risk and draft this guy, but I'm not going to do it just yet. So Braxton Walker. I do want to come back and take him, but I'm pretty sure I have more than one second-round draft pick yet, so let's trade this one away. I will definitely take a first next year from the Ravens at least. Are there any other firsts being offered for next year? There are not, so let's take this. And now at pick number 11, let's see if we can snag this outside linebacker. He is still here. Hopefully he's something, but I really don't think he's going to be. Normal dev, but really good acceleration and speed. Maybe, if he's decent, he can start. I'm just going to take this running back. He has A, ball carrier revision, and A, break tackle. Not horrible with the speed and everything, too. Oscar Verdon, you're on the team. Normal dev. Actually pretty decent looking athletic stats. I think with that, though, that's going to be the end of the draft for me, because I still don't know much about a lot of the players. Let's go to the end of the draft. I think we did at least decently. We got a very good strong safety, who might stay there, might play free. I don't really know just yet. We'll have to take a look at his stats and determine who's going to move where. We have a really good defensive tackle and then another decent safety. So I think it was a pretty successful draft. Let's see these overalls, though. The strong safety was an 80 overall. He has a really good player. Oh, that running back's a 76. He's really not that bad. The D tackle as well is a 74. This other safety is a 77. But man, Emmanuel Claxton looks insane. He might be the one who changes to free safety. Let me do that now quick. I'm really excited to see what his dev trait is. I think that guy's going to be a beast. This right outside linebacker was pretty awful, but it was like almost a complete shot in the dark. And yeah, this running back's not that bad. He's a 76 overall. Good speed, acceleration, and carrying. And good agility. Yeah, he's actually a really solid running back. Not sure how much he'll play, but really not that bad. A 69 overall center. Got another wide receiver here. Daniel Thomas. Okay, not bad. And then a couple of guys who really aren't good down there. So yeah, not a bad draft. Oh, actually, let me check out the entire class, because there's definitely a couple players I want to see. I want to see this corner, and I want to see a couple of the edge guys I was looking at. Oh, Chuck Dempsey turned out to be awful. This guy was the top quarterback. I mean, at least he has hidden dev. He was actually the top prospect. At least he has hidden dev, but still, man. We get the best player in the draft. Julius Bigsby was good. Hidden dev. 90 speed, 92 acceleration, 92 agility. Very good player. That Jets cornerback room is looking amazing. Brian Sheldon, a good-looking receiver. Rakeem Ballard, another good-looking receiver. Jaleel Barrow, hidden dev, 78. I kind of wanted to take him. He just went at like the tail end of the first round. That sucks. He went the pick before we drafted. I probably would have taken him to a pick number 29. That's tough. Another pretty good running back. Okay, so I think this guy was one I was looking at. Hal Burke. Normal dev. Not a bad looking player, though. Any other outside linebackers here? Oh, it does not look like it. 73 overall, I think, is the next best like outside linebacker, and this guy's not really a pass rusher. All right, yeah, so the linebacker's really not that good in this class, unless I missed one pretty early. I did not miss one, so not that great of a class. Rob Meadows looks really good, though, as a power rusher. Probably could have played the edge with 81 speed. But okay, I didn't miss out too badly on some edge players, so it doesn't make me feel that bad. I'm going to make one quick trade here before we hop into this next season. Elijah Wilkinson, Marlon Davidson, and a first-round draft pick. That's the Ravens' first-round pick, going to the Bears for David Montgomery. One more trade, actually. So as a result of the last trade, I no longer need Cordarrelle Patterson. We're also throwing in the rookie running back we just took and a rookie center that the computer selected for me to get that first-round draft pick right back again. So now, here is a look at the team. We have an 82 overall team, 83 offense, 81 defense. Team actually looks pretty solid. David Montgomery looking real good on the team right now. 86 overall star dev for him. Should be a pretty big upgrade over Patterson. He has a lot more room to grow, of course. Could potentially go into the 90s eventually. On the defensive side, then, we have a couple hidden development trait rookies, like this free safety. Really looking forward to see what he's all about. Emmanuel Claxton, 80 overall, with that hidden dev trait, of course. 5'9", 21 years old. Looks like a great safety. Hopefully he has a more than star dev. And of course, the other hidden development guy is a defensive tackle named Virgil. Hopefully he also has more than star dev. That would be fantastic. The rest of the team's looking pretty good. We have some youth. We have a bit of older players, but they're still pretty solid. Like Casey Hayward's at 87. I don't think there's a reason to get rid of him just yet. A couple guys approaching like 30s and stuff like that. I think Calvin Ridley's probably like 27 now. He's kind of getting to the age of regression, but he should still be fine for a couple more seasons. Anyway, though, let's simulate and see how we do. My cats are absolutely freaking out, by the way. You're going to hear them all throughout the background. Let me go through really quickly and show like the scouts I'm going to get for this season. I think we're going to take a quarterback scout in case Ritter doesn't have a good season. So let's go ahead and get a tier 3 quarterback scout, and then our tier 2 scout, I want to focus on edge. So let's either do left end, right end, or outside linebacker. And I don't think there's an outside linebacker tier 2 scout. Yeah, so let's just do left and right end. Let's get Chris Long. Sure, go ahead. And hopefully we can find a good edge player this draft too. I think I'm actually going to change my scouts up a little bit because the quarterbacks don't look that good. Maybe we can still keep a quarterback scout somewhere, but I do kind of want to know more about either the defensive ends or the outside linebackers. There's a top 5 left outside linebacker, but there are 2 top 5 DNs. The defensive end class looks way better than the outside linebacker class. So let's see if we can get a tier 3 defensive end scout. Turns out there are no tier 3 defensive end scouts, which is actually quite annoying. So we will go ahead and get Ramsey again. The team is actually doing pretty well once again. We are 4-2 at week 8. The Panthers are 5-1 on top of the division. I feel like the Saints and Buccaneers are usually the top 2 teams. This looks kind of weird right now. But let's go ahead and check out the team. Let's see if the development traits are revealed. Looking directly at the free safety. Please show me like X Factor or something. It's still hidden. Okay, how close is my man Claxton to being revealed? Okay, one more week he'll be revealed. Maybe Virgil will as well. So let's actually just simulate 1 week before we talk about the free agents. And let me actually set the national scouting focus before I forget. I remembered to set all of the scouting focuses this year, so we are good. I can't believe I forgot that last year. I guess it's been too long since I've done a rebuild. But this is actually a massive week as well. We're going to win the game too. Let's go on top of the division now. And once more, let's check out the team. Free safety, please. Just more than star dev. I would love X Factor, of course, though. He has star. Oh, that's upsetting, but maybe it'll go up. And the defensive tackle is about 50 snaps away. I guess we'll just see his development at the end of the season. We made the playoffs once again, this time going 11-6 on top of the NFC South. How did Desmond Ritter play? Under 4,000 yards, but 32 touchdowns, 7 picks. Okay, not a bad season once again. This quarterback class is very weak, so I think we're going to rock with him for one more season, but I definitely think he deserves it as well. David Montgomery was incredible. That was a very good trade. 1,600 yards, 16 touchdowns, 0 fumbles, 4.7 yards per carry. Yeah, he went crazy this year. Drake London had another very good season, almost 100 catches, 1,200 yards, 13 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley over 1,000 yards again. Kyle Pitts, 7 touchdowns for him. At least his receptions are pretty significantly up from last year. I'll take that. Sacks allowed, not too many. I'll take it. Defensively, 117 tackles from Deion Jones. We have 19 tackles for loss for Grady Jarrett, 17 for rookie Cortez Virgil. Let's also see his dev trait. He has superstar. That is fantastic to see. We have 9 sacks from John Franklin Myers. Had a really good season. 6 for Rashawn Evans, 4 picks for Isaiah Oliver, 2 for Casey Hayward, and then a bunch of guys with 1 interception. We were in the middle of the NFL in offense. The defense didn't seem as good as last year, but it was apparently better. Never mind. We were 3rd on defense this year. Kyler Murray gonna finish with the MVP trophy. Nobody from the Falcons on this list. NFC Offensive Player of the Year. We do have David Montgomery and Desmond Ridder at number 7 and number 8. Defensive Player of the Year is DeMarcus Lawrence. Nobody from the Falcons there. Offensive Rookie of the Year is Felix Hayden. And also the running back, we traded them at number 2. Don't believe we have any Falcons players here, but then Defensive Rookie of the Year, we have the defensive tackle and the safety. Actually, that's the strong safety. The free safety is down here at number 7. So a couple guys in the running. I'll take that. The team's actually looking very solid here in the playoffs. We have to take on the Buccaneers. They're a tough team, even though they did go 9-8. Obviously, they're still very good. Let's see if we can take them down. We actually can, 41-35. Another powerhouse in the NFC now. The Green Bay Packers up next. We're going to lose to them 30-23. So once again, coming shy of the Super Bowl, but maybe year 3 is our year. Bengals and Vikings going to be in Super Bowl 57. Let's go by this week. See if Joe Burrow can get a Super Bowl. He can, 31-16. Let's then quickly go ahead and talk about the players we have to bring back to the team. Just now realized I did not do this at the mid-season mark. So David Montgomery, I want him back for sure. He's coming back to the team. Nice. Also, I think he went up in dev trait. Pretty sure he's up to superstar now. Grady Jarrett, yeah, I'll give him a 3-year deal if he wants it. He's coming back to the team for another 3 seasons. Not bad whatsoever. And I think everyone else here can walk. Isaiah Oliver had a pretty good season, but he's very replaceable in this game. Let me go ahead and check out the dev trait improvements, though. So we saw David Montgomery. Maybe Ridder. No, he is not up, but Drake London is. Nice to see that. On the defense, anybody up in dev trait? Ebiketie went up again. I don't really understand that one. Did he have that good of a season? I mean, not really. I'll take it, but he really didn't play that well. I definitely feel like John Franklin Myers played significantly better, and he didn't go up in dev trait. Whatever, I'm not going to question it too bad. At least we have a new superstar in the defense. Let's now hop into free agency, see if we can snag any big-name free agents to make this team that much better. I mean, the team's looking great right now. We're an 85 overall. $64.92 million. Who is available? Lamar Jackson. Oh, this is tough. Passing on Lamar Jackson is definitely a difficult thing to do. Man, I don't know what to do, because Desmond Ridder's been playing well, but it's Lamar Jackson. Let's see if he wants to join the team. 82 total points. I will certainly offer that. And then also, I saw, where is he? Tyrell Henderson at running back. I wouldn't mind giving him a very small contract. Probably won't accept it, but having a good backup running back is pretty valuable in this game. Lamar Jackson accepted. Okay, I'm sorry, Falcons fans. I had to, man. It's Lamar Jackson. He's literally like 20 overall points higher than Ridder right now. I know Ridder's been playing pretty well, but we got stopped short of the Super Bowl 2 years in a row. Maybe Lamar Jackson can actually bring us to the Super Bowl. Very good quarterback. He's a 98 overall. I think saying very good is an understatement, right? He's an excellent quarterback. So I think the team's pretty much complete. Like, we can just add a couple guys in the draft. Like, if we can add a good edge player, that'll help a lot. That's kind of all I'm looking at here. All right, let's hop into the draft. My cats are still going insane. There are a bunch of defensive ends, like edge rushers, I want. So let's take a look quickly to see who the best options are. And that's definitely not the draft board. That is my team. Get a grip. Come on. Okay, Aaron Ingram. Not that good. Round 1 to 2 talent. Really not that solid. Don't want him. There are some really good defensive ends, though. Oh, these guys did not get completely scouted. That sucks a lot. I'm going to go through their attributes and stuff and figure out which one I want. So regardless of who I want to take, I have to trade up. We are giving the Saints the 25th overall pick, Desmond Ridder, and Jet Anderson to move up to pick number 6. It does feel tough trading Ridder because he's been playing well. I really am sorry, right, Falcons fans? It sucks. And we also traded him to a divisional rival, so that's probably not great, but at least he'll start for that team. So Jeff Meeks is off the board. Leads me to believe a couple other guys near the top are off the board too. That is the case, but it's honestly fine, because when I was looking at them, Everett Flaherty looks the best, honestly. He has A finesse move and A tackling. C block shed isn't great, but the rest of the guys either had C block shed or I didn't know the block shed. So C might be the best we're getting here, but he's ridiculously athletic. Elite acceleration, agility, change of direction, and speed. So this guy looks like a very good player. I'm just hoping for a good development trait. Let's go ahead and select him. He has hidden dev trait, 88 speed, 88 acceleration. Yeah, he's a fantastic player. He's going to be starting an outside linebacker. I think with this pick, I'm going to try to snag an offensive lineman. It'll just be tough to tell which lineman I want. So let me just look for really good strength. I mean, Darren Horton looks pretty good. He's a bunch of elites. So if none of them have amazing strength, I'll probably just take that guy. So 2 good strength players. And then Glover down here has great strength. With B awareness, I'll take him. Hidden dev trait, okay. He might be starting caliber. I'm going to take Zach Stockton with this pick just because he's the fastest corner. I feel like the fastest corner is usually at least okay. Yeah, he has hidden dev trait. That was definitely worth a pick. So we only selected 3 players in this draft, but they all have hidden. And honestly, they could all play somewhere. That corner we took could probably be the number 3 corner on the team. The guard we took might be able to start at guard, as long as he's not like in the 60s. I feel like even in the low 70s, I'd be willing to start him. And then the first player we took is certainly going to play at outside linebacker. Let's go ahead and see these overalls now, though. 77, 72, 68. I'm fine starting all of those guys. Another 68 overall player, Dimitri Brown down here. Really solid receiver in the 7th round. This guy looks amazing, though. I'm actually really happy I got him. Really bad power moves, but that does not matter. 82 finesse moves, and then 69 block shed. That's not absolutely horrible. It's quite nice, actually, if you ask me. But who's the best player in the class? 77 overall running back, and he's tied with our defensive end. So we definitely got the best D-end here in terms of overall. There's another hidden dev guy, but out of the players that I was considering, let's see their overalls. So Aaron Ingram was a 74 with normal. Nicholas Driver, a 72 hidden dev trait, but still only a 72 overall. Nathan Hayes, a guy I was looking at, hidden dev trait as well. Pretty decent player. And then Jeff Meeks. Jeff Meeks is probably the one I would have went with if I didn't take the dude we actually ended up going with. And I'm happy we decided to take Flaherty instead because he looks way better. No trades or anything leading into this last season. We're going to be an 87 overall, 91 offense, 84 defense. Of course, though, the huge blockbuster free agent signing, Lamar Jackson, now the quarterback. Now, if it turns out that he's available, like, at that free agent position, like every single franchise I make, I won't take him that often. But just for now, I think he fits very well on this team. And then over on the defense, we have our new outside linebacker. We also have our new number 3 corner. And also, I forgot to point him out, but on offense, this guard is going to play. Like, he's a little worse than our current left guard, but potential-wise, he's way better. So this team looks really solid. Definitely the best team we've had so far. Hopefully they can at least make it back to the playoffs again. Yeah, so I just decided to sim directly to the end of the season. I was pretty confident in this team that we would make the playoffs again. So we did, going 13-4, but the Buccaneers went 16-1, and the Panthers went 11-6. This division was incredible, aside from the Saints down there. That's kind of sad. 3-14 for them. All right, how did Lamar Jackson do as the quarterback? 4,500 yards, 38 touchdowns, 11 picks. Doing better than Desmond Ridder. But was it that much better? Was he worth all that money? Probably. We had the best season we've had so far, and it might be because of him. Who knows? How did Ridder play, actually? I mean, the Saints sucked this year, and he didn't even start. That's sad. I really thought he'd start over Jameis Winston. I think I made a comment saying he would start. My bad. How did David Montgomery do? Another very good season for him, but Tyrell Henderson mooched a lot of touchdowns, and Lamar Jackson just didn't run the ball. I kind of wish, like, it wasn't so dependent on the playbook. Like, I wish that just since Lamar Jackson was on this team, he would run more, since that's just the player he is. But I feel like in order to get, like, quarterback rushing stats, you need to use, like, the right playbook, like the Ravens playbook or something. But whatever. Anyway, David Montgomery, great season. 4.2 yards per carry, 1,400 yards, 9 touchdowns. Calvin Ridley, tremendous season. Drake London, even better season. 16 touchdowns for him. Let's go. Almost 100 catches. Kyle Pitts down there, 7 touchdowns for him. Okay. Sacks allowed. Hold on. There we go. Sacks allowed. Not that many. 109 tackles there for Deion Jones, leading the team. 15 tackles for loss for John Franklin Myers. 11 sacks for Grady Jarrett. 7.5 for Franklin Myers. 6.5 from Ebikidi and from Flaherty, the rookie. 4 interceptions for Barnett, the strong safety. 2 for Rashawn Evans, Deion Jones, Zach Stockton, the rookie, Casey Hayward, and AJ Tyrell. And then 1 for Ebikidi, being an edge rusher. That's impressive. Let's go. 3rd in the NFL in offense. I think Lamar Jackson helped this team out quite a bit. And then defensively, 24th. Apparently, he hindered the defense a lot, though, somehow. Trevor Lawrence is going to win MVP. Lamar Jackson at number 5. NFC Offensive Player of the Year goes to Sam Darnold. Okay. Lamar Jackson at number 4. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Chase Young. Nobody from the Falcons. Offensive Rookie of the Year, probably nobody from the Falcons. And then Defensive Rookie of the Year, our outside linebacker at number 3, and then the corner at number 4. Not too bad. Definitely not too bad. Let's see if we can finally make a Super Bowl run. Can we take down the Vikings in the wildcard week of the playoffs? We can, 20-7. Let's go. Now we have to go up against Cooper Kupp and the LA Rams. They're an incredible team, of course, and we are going to win now up against the Panthers. So the Buccaneers have been eliminated. Can the Falcons make it to the Super Bowl? Once again, we come up short, but still, this was a pretty successful one, I think. Sadly, did not win the big game, but making it to the conference championship twice and then the divisional round once, I think is fairly successful. But the Panthers, the Sam Darnold-led Panthers, are not going to take down the Kansas City Chiefs. I was about to say, that would have been wild. Patrick Mahomes winning another Super Bowl. Okay, so let's check out the roster one final time, see some development trait improvements, and just show off the development trait of the outside linebacker. So I don't believe anyone on the offense is up in dev, but the left guard has star dev. On the defense, then, outside linebacker also has star. The cornerback, superstar down here. Does he actually have superstar, or did he go up to that? He just had superstar. That was a really intriguing prospect then, because he wasn't that good, but he's incredibly fast. And actually looks like a pretty fun corner to, have on your team. But anyway, thank you so much for watching the first rebuild I've made in a very long time. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.